you can use this for other things, like so you have an NPC character over here, and make it a different color. Like that. Now each puppet has a load of functionality in it, which is really awesome. However, that functionality requires processing on the PlayStation 4, which means if you have tons of these puppets in your scene, then the scene will start slowing down because it's trying to process all of these at the same time. So what we can do, if we have more of a top-down angle, maybe. Yeah, so let's just see what that looks like. I'll make it so it automatically force possession. There we go. Okay, so still pick that up. And we want it to be less distant. Maybe like that. Okay. Now we want to be able to turn this off while we can't actually see it. So if we get that view again. That's, you can just about see the corner of that, so I'll make it a bit bigger so that while something is in that zone, and it's important to get this part right first, so you might want to do this part first, make sure it's covering everything you can see on the screen for your view, and then you can adjust these distances. Okay, so any tag that's detected at all by this means that it could be on screen. So let's actually put it outside. Make another tag called near, and have that powering that. So now, if I run over here, it's not right. Let's just test that then. So you have to be way over here. See, now it's disappeared. And if I adjust this so it's easier to see what's going on. Then as I get closer to this thing, and then it's on the screen, then it is powered. And then when I get further away and it's theoretically not on screen, then it's unpowered. So then this isn't using any processing power while it's unpowered. So you can have all these NPCs all across the place with their quests and whatever you want to give them. And they'll only be affecting performance while they're on the screen. So that's pretty useful. Another thing that you can use this for, if I make a quick painting, so say this is some grass like that, and we want it physical and like waving in the wind or whatever. We'll put it that way. And okay, so we got that there, and there, and stuff. Now, just as with anything else, these take processing power to like simulate that that wind effect and stuff, which is why you can get warnings if you have too many physical paintings on screen at once, because it'll stop things being physical if there's too many, and then you turn around and then there's even more. Then those new ones you see won't be physical until the number of physical paintings on the screen lowers. So so that can work fine, but if you want to have more control over it, you can do this thing again. So so you could just wire that into the power, and then you have for some reason I can't. Oh, because it's so far away. Oh, that's interesting. So the lesser power actually makes it less opaque. That's pretty cool. Let's just expand this like that. So yeah, as they go off the screen, then they become less and less opaque. So actually you probably want calculator, and it's more than 0, then power it like that. And now it'll either be on or off kind of thing. Yeah. And we'll make I'll just leave this trigger zone being a bit smaller so we can test it easier. So you can see they kind of pop in as they become close enough to the player. But if you don't want to do it like that, if you have, so let's say, I should probably expand this out first, shouldn't I? So I can undo and redo stuff. So what we really want to do is just make this not physical. So I'll have this, put that on there, and yeah, we want that again. If that's more than 0, we will power it, but also we will have a keyframe to make this less physical. So it won't just suddenly turn off, it'll go like that. No, not floppiness, wind strength, like that. And this will be powered depending on how close the player is to it. So if you're right next to it, it will have full wind strength. Is that doing anything? Oh, it's like inverted. I need to invert that. Because this is turning down the wind strength, but I want it to turn it up when it's closer. So it's sending out 0 to 1, and we're flipping it to be 1 to 0, just for that. So we're close to it, so it's flapping a lot. As we get further away, it's flapping less and less. I'll just make the make this smaller so you can see it better. Okay, so a bit far away, and then as you get, it's hardly moving at all, and when you're next to it, it's moving a lot. So it kind of slowly falls off the physicality of it, so that it's not so noticeable, that the physicalness will turn off. So what we could do, instead of it going into the power, just plug that into physical. So now it will always be shown, but when you're far enough away, it's not physical at all. And then when you get closer and closer to it, you can see the windy waves, all the wavy winds, like that.